am I doing it today? Oh,
I didn't know because you were like, I don't want to waffle, but I was like, wait, does that mean he doesn't want to open? I forgot because
No, I
Tommy's not
mean,
here, so it's really a free for all.
yeah, I guess we didn't talk about that. That
No,
was
we didn't. That was crazy.
I was waiting on you. You were waiting on me. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I guess I could do it, guys. Welcome back to Market Check. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope everybody is doing well. The title of today's stream is the Thanksgiving Dip Over? We're going to talk about all of that and then some. For those that are new here, my name is Max. I'm the CEO of Because Bitcoin, joined by Hagrid, our CFO, and one of our top analysts here, Jackus, who is looking like Bogdanov today. Dump eat, then pump eat again. Yeah, guys, before we get into it, do us a solid. Please consider liking the stream and then also subscribing to the channel if you are new here. But we are seeing some very constructive price action across the board today. And we are seeing some under the hood shifts that I think we need to dissect a bit. Because look, guys, we are seeing something that we haven't seen in quite some time. Ethereum appears to be much stronger than Bitcoin. This is brand new because guess what? Bitcoin has been kicking ETH in the teeth every single day for like 3 years now. And maybe it's too early to call it, but it appears as though ETH is about to meet stick in a big way, in a way that even Louis would be proud of. I bet if Louis was like taking a nap and ETH put in this big meat stick that I'm prophesying, I think he would wake up startled and be like, there's a meat stick somewhere. I must go find it. And he would know that ETH just did the thing. So anyways, Tucker, what are you seeing here? Because to the naked eye, this looks like ETH is chatting and Bitcoin still has supply overhead, which is a weird mechanic, one that I'm unfamiliar with as of recent.
Yeah, it has been, I think literal years since we've seen what we're starting to see right now, right? Like we can go back. We'd have to go back, I think, to even like last cycle. I know probably last Q1, maybe a little bit we saw this, but you know, look at the local structure. We're gonna have to drop it down a little bit. But yeah, look at the local structure, right? Like ETH looks like it's about to break out. Bitcoin, like you said, still got a bunch of supply overhead, but obviously one would argue that Bitcoin, this is a catch-up trade though, guys. This is a catch-up trade, right? These are the highs from March and May. Bitcoin obviously well above its, but it makes sense that you are seeing ETH begin this catch-up trade now. So yeah, I think you're probably about to teleport through these highs right here on ETH, by the way.
Because
Right
and can you draw a diagonal across the two highs to the left, Tucker? So you got to zoom out a little bit more, right? Zoom out just from that 2024 high. Yeah, right there, right. That, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Like this one screen.
I mean, here's the thing, man. ETH has been mocked and made fun of now for so long, and for good reason, right? It's not unwarranted. But I think you're about to see something absolutely insane with Ethereum, man. Like, you are about to see ETH make up for 3 years of underperformance in about 3 months. And that's the truth.
Yeah.
Because everybody that's sold below, 3,000 on that drop,
range down here. Oh my God.
This is the most epic, literally the most epic bear trap shakeout of all time. Was that drop right there. And for us to inverse BART that with Bitcoin chatting above the all-time high, this really, it begs the question, what are we even talking about here? I mean, we will look back on that as like the most epic bear trap literally of all time. I mean, it was just perfect. It was perfect. It looked so heavy. It was just, everyone was baited into thinking that was going to go lower, except for a mighty few, right? But to reclaim it in the spirit that you have.
Yeah, man. Everyone was looking here. Everyone. Go ahead, Jackus.
What I find fascinating is that, like, I understand that, people usually don't have the foresight to see the reclaim coming ahead. They only are able to talk in hindsight. But how are some people questioning it now? Right? That just must be either paid trolls or useful idiots at this point, because this chart is quite clearly one of the largest accumulations you can see, going all the way through 2021. And if we talk about BTC breaking out of this 8 month range that it's been from in, it's there is lots of energy accumulated, and when it does, it just doesn't stop, and you can see lots of people coping about it. But here on ETH, we are looking at 4-year accumulation.
Yeah, no, I was just about to mark that out, Jack, because I mean, yeah, you've really been, however you really want to draw this, right? But I mean, you've been kind of in the same range, like you said, for since 2021, basically.
And bro, I'm telling you, they've been working on the ETH ETFs since last bull market, just so that they could use them right now. Like, you think that they're not going to pump this thing up at least 3 or 4x from right here? Are you kidding me? Really? You really think that? Oh,
yeah, this looks really good.
when that 4K level gives, like for real gives, not a sweep, but I mean like really gives. I mean, you're not gonna get an entry, man. Like, ETH trades like an on-chain shitcoin. Like, when it starts pumping, like, it just gaps. It just gaps and goes.
You're just gonna get that move right there. Yeah.
And then you will. And then everybody's like, oh, like, I'll buy like the perfect retest, like ETH always jeets. Not in this environment, man. Like, there's a very small period of time, like once every 4 years, ETH goes on to make you become an ETH maxi. And then it dies again. And then they switch from proof of work to proof of stake, or they do some stupid upgrade. But that's beside the point. The reason that you're in crypto and not just holding spot Bitcoin is for that move that Tucker has highlighted right there. That's the kingmaker. Okay. That move is the kingmaker. When ETH triples in 3 months, that's the kingmaker. That's when beta goes crazy. That's when you retire your grandchildren, is that move right there. So the idea of like, I mean, people be, Max, when are you taking profits? When are you taking profits, Max? We were talking about it this morning. Let me set the stage for you a little bit. I can live with being wrong about, where things are going to go, or like things not going as high as I think, or I can live with that. What I can't live with is not trying, right? To have spent the amount of time and effort and energy that I have to get into the spot that I'm in right now, where ETH is about to put on the kingmaker squeeze of a lifetime to the upside, and to be full ported into the boys club, premier ETH beta, Pepe, Brett, Andy, Landwolf. It's basically like this. It's World Series, Game 7, bases fully loaded. We're down by 3, full count. Everybody's on their feet. And you're like, hey, Max, are you going to bunt it? Or are you going to go yard? I don't care if I strike out and everybody hates me. How many chances in your life do you have to make history? You got to swing for the fences, my friend. So I'm sitting here, Game 7, base is fully loaded. We're down by 3. The count is full. The stadium is on their feet. And someone's asking me if I'm going to bunt right now? Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire. I mean, I'm taking Aaron Judge. I'm taking some of the biggest swings you've ever seen, man, for the kingmaker trade. Because I can live with being wrong on where I think it's going to go or the timing of it. But what I can't live with is being a bitch. You will never see me bunting with bases loaded, ever. It's not going to happen. That could never be me. How could I look my son in the eyes after having bunted? Daddy goes yard,
No, it's going to be like, Dad, what did you do during the 2024 JEET session? And he's going to be like, son, I bought with all my liquidity because I was not a fucking JEET. And son is going to be like, fucking legend.
Fucking legend. Yes.
Sometimes you just gotta man up, you know? Oh, it's too volatile. My portfolio is too up and down. I'm too nervous. Nut up, man. Like,
turn
seriously,
off your
toughen up.
brain. Yes. Brains must be off. Like we've said this before, it is far more risky to not be fully allocated to risk than it is to just play it safe. It's just how it is.
It's too risky. Tucker, can
too
you
risky.
elaborate on that a little bit, though? Like, I feel like you didn't give me enough because what you said is true, but for those that are unfamiliar with that epic statement, maybe you could explain why is
Yeah.
it riskier to not be in risk?
Well, it gets a little smooth, you know, it gets a slight bit smooth, and I don't want to get too smooth on everybody, but it's risky, I guess, in kind of what you were talking about, right? It's risky in that how could I, you know, look a future child in the eye? How could I look my wife in the eye? But it's also risky in like, you know, am I really going to bet on another wealth creation moment like we have staring in front of us right now, right? Like another .com bubble-esque moment. Like it is so much more risky to play it safe here. Like you guys need to figure that out. Okay. And
I mean,
there's a lot more that could be said about that, but
and I will say some of the smooth part, bro. I will say part of the smooth part. The reason for me that I refuse to play it safe is because I refuse to be a prisoner to the wage cucking economy for the rest of my life. I won't do it.
yeah.
Right? Your money is being debased. This kind of gets like Bitcoin maxi-esque, right? But they're right about that. But what I've also said to kind of to compound on that is right. Bitcoin maximalism is kind of like rooted in fiat as a Ponzi, and it's the biggest Ponzi scam of all time. Most people don't understand this, but your currency is, I mean, it's over a 30 to 50 year time period, it's zeroed out. Like you lose all your purchasing power in 30 to 50 years, right? Give or take. So meme coin traders, beta traders are even more cynical and pessimistic about the backbone of fiat currency. They're like, it's all such a scam that I'm literally just going to gamble my way out of wage cucking. They're like, I have no chance but to just like take as much risk as I possibly can because money is worthless, right? So they kind of adopt this like it's like a really hyper cynical, like everything is a scam. I don't even know what you want to call it, like type of mindset where they're just like, money's not real, why not just gamble everything and like take the most risk I possibly can. And I think you need to find a balance because that can get dangerous, right? Like if you're putting your entire net worth into like poop coin, you're probably, I mean, talk about having worthless money. You won't have any worthless money left, right? But it's like you have to kind of walk that line of like, hey, I recognize that like there is a strong wind in my face. I can't keep money in the bank. And most of the time, if I'm holding assets, like denominate the S&P 500, against inflation, you're not really gaining as much as you think that you are. You're beating inflation, but like Jackus has shown this chart before, SPX adjusted for US CPI, it paints a much different picture, right? You're not going as parabolic as you think, but you're fighting this headwind the whole time. So it's like, I don't want to just like moderately outperform US CPI. I want to kick it in the teeth. I want to 10x against, how much my money's being debased by. It's simply too risky to not adopt that mindset. But, it's not for everybody, right? It's not for everybody.
It's not. Few understand this mindset. Yeah. I mean, you're right though. You do have to find a balance, right? Because if you go in on micro caps full port, it could end up very, very not good for you. But I think it is, I think it is a healthy piece of a well-rounded portfolio. So
It absolutely is. the hard part is what you said. If people are all in, it's just hard for them to manage mentally those swings. But probably there has never been better time to have a well-rounded small percentage portfolio of microcaps than it is right now, because of the risk we are heading into, the good environment where liquidity is coming in.
Yeah,
And
100%.
I have some buddies who they're they'll put a little bit in, like they cannot endure drawdown like at all. Like they can't see red, and they're like, how do you do it? Like, because they'll put like a couple grand in Pepe and be like down $100 and be like, oh my god, you know what I mean? And I'm like, they're like,
Yeah.
how do you like shove Pepe and not trip about drawdown? Like, this thing is, it's not like a boomer mindset, but it's like, there's no cash flow, there's no revenue, this thing is worthless garbage. And I'm like, I know it's worthless garbage at the end of the day, but what do you guys say to somebody like that?
I mean,
Oh,
we've all been there is the thing too. Because I remember when I first got into crypto and I'd see my portfolio drop like $1,000. I was like, oh my gosh, like it's over, you know? But you condition yourself to it, right? Like it's an acquired thing, but it is such a mental game, right? It is the greatest mental stress test of all time, like being like being a seasoned altcoin trader, right? Like you can only truly persevere by like you either have to, as a beginner, find guys like yourself, Tucker, for your friends, where they can lean on you and find confidence and be courageous because of like trailing what you're doing. So you're like, guys, don't worry about the drop, you're good. But doing it on their own, right? I remember when I was a beginner, I felt those feelings too. But eventually, you just kind of work through the mental gymnastics of it, and you're like, I've been here before, and I know what's going on. I know why this is happening. But the biggest kind of turning point for me was when you finally understand what's driving these markets and you really kind of master technical analysis, right? When you can look at the chart and like read it as clear as you can read the page of a book, you don't feel that fear anymore because you know exactly what you're looking at. So like I'm assuming your friends probably don't do TA. They probably can like look at a chart on Robinhood and like that's the extent of their technical analysis. Understanding like the technicals, right? And then able to kind of like massage in the technicals with having sort of this comprehensive, like I hate to even say this because it sounds like annoying LARPy and I hate these guys, but like understanding the macro enough to be like contextually, here's probably where this cycle's going. So like we're trending this way, the technicals look good and the wind is at our back. It's like you need to be able to have that clarity, right? But also you just have to toughen up, man. Like it's just you just have, and that comes with time, right? It comes with time. It comes with people have asked me to like mentor them one-on-one before. And the first thing I've always asked people is, have you ever gotten your teeth kicked in trading? Have you ever gotten like liquidated bad? Have you ever just like gotten rugged really bad? You need to go through that. You need to know what that feeling is like. Like you can't, I don't know anybody that hasn't gotten their teeth kicked in when they first started out. It's not real. Like you go through that and you come out stronger, but you have to go through that and it's a time thing. So
yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're like, do you just
hang on
not think
real
about
quick.
it?
I am
Yeah.
never going to buy Bonky on base because
Oh,
you're being so
no.
annoying in the comments about it, bro.
Wait,
I'm
can we
never
nuke him? Because he's
He's
on
on Twitter.
Twitter.
He's on Twitter. I'm never going to buy it.
Mm.
I'm never going to buy it because of your approach. And now I'm rooting against you because you're shilling it so hard. And that is what it is.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Can't-
Tucker. I had to say
can't
that,
nuke
man.
him
When
from
I saw it
Twitter,
for like
though.
a third time, I was like, okay, this is
No,
just
you're good.
insane,
I
man.
approve of that for sure. No, but they're like, do you just not think of it like real money? And I'm like, to some extent, it's a video game, right? It's just numbers on a screen, but I don't know. It's a balance, I think.
When I joined this game, I actually was introduced to Forex right? Forex trading, and I from the beginning knew it was all scam. I understood, how gold and fiat money came to being, and I actually knew this before I even discovered BTC. So to me, it was always like that, and I kind of always treated everything as a scam, and that market makers are basically pushing it, especially the forex. Like there are actual charts where there's an actual demand, and I mean in all markets to some degree, but most of the times it's just algos pushing it up and down. And so to me, BTC was actually like the first real asset. And I suppose many people have, especially from like stock space, have it otherwise around there. Like, but Bitcoin is not generating any yield. How can you do that? Like, like there's a revenue in stocks and so forth. And I've always viewed it that like most people get attracted to BTC simply because of money. I get attracted to it obviously because of like how it was behaving. It was going up, but I was mainly interested, or like what caught my eye was really the sound money aspect of it. And I
Jackus,
always
were you into commodities like gold and silver before Bitcoin?
I understood them, and I wasn't into them as like buying physicals, but I was trading them on Forex pair, and I understood them and what they, well, not to a degree I understand them today, but I had like pretty decent knowledge on depending on, or like compared to an average Joe, pretty much.
Yeah. Because we have a video that I think it was even before you joined us at BB here. It might have been right after, I don't remember, but it was a long time ago. It's on the YouTube here. Jackus and I did like an hour and a half video on like his whole thesis with like it wrapped in like multiple countries, effective federal funds rates, and then like gold and silver and like a decade of commodities, right? So it like kind of worked in this whole thing. So I was curious if like you were kind of like a gold bug before, and then you found, because I feel like a lot of like open-minded like older guys, like they, not that you're 50, but they find gold and silver and then they're introduced to Bitcoin and they're like, oh my gosh, and it just clicks for them right away. They're like, this is what I've always wanted.
Yeah,
It's better
that's
gold.
what I had.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I would say it's vice versa. They're like they understand all the arguments for gold, but then you introduce them something better, and they are like, nope, not happening. Bitcoin is a scam, but gold is real. And I'm like, dude, like there are people, there are gold bugs who just saw it that way, and props to them, because they saw it, and then it clicked for them right away. But not many. I still see to this day people being favoring silver, but they would tell you that BTC is gonna go down, or it just makes no sense. Just like they are not willing. They are no different. To be honest, lots of Bitcoin maxis nowadays are the same. They are the same as gold bucks. They are not willing to see the truth. They are just very biased, very cultish. It's just the reality of things. They are no different from XRP maxis to a big degree. It's just like the way their brain thinks is the same. They just picked a different asset, but they are not much different. And the biggest paradox is that they first joined the space because of like what BTC represented, and now they are cheering for the whole centralization by MicroStrategy and ETFs, and they are like rooting for it and think they are the best. And it's like,
I think that people have given up on decentralization. Like I think people just want to make money at this point. Honestly,
sure.
Like just pump our bags. However, it doesn't matter.
You have. Like,
I don't care anymore. I got into it because it was hard money, and I still love that property that you could self custody.
Yeah.
Just pump it to 500K. However, you have to do it. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of people are this way. I just find it but there's a big difference between you guys, us. It's because like we understand that, but at the same time we understand that like at this point nothing makes sense pretty much, and we just play the charts as they are. Versus like lots of Bitcoin maxis who are like join in for of the decentralization, and not all of them, but lots of the normie guys. They are basically like, oh, decentralization and all of that, and they are like, oh, Sailor is my god, and I'm jerking to Mr. Sailor. He's on my wall. Yeah,
he's on my wall.
It like makes no sense. It makes no sense.
We need to look at this chart, guys. We're having a great conversation, but not enough people are observing the Pepe Coinbase chart.
Oh, I was like, where's the price history? Okay, that's the Coinbase chart.
This is the alpha moving forward for Pepe, at least until it enters its next markup phase.
Yeah.
Bro, look at the textbook bear trap here, man. Like, that is so coordinated. Look at that thing.
Where is the open? Can you mark out the open?
I'd be happy to. Tucker, I would happily do that for you.
Because we're right at it, aren't we?
I would happily do that for you right now. Oh,
that's the open reclaim. Study the open reclaim.
Literally, you shorted and you sold below the open, you're cooked.
It's just like ETH sub 3K, yeah.
One more thing, guys, to what I was saying before we jump onto ETH, because then it wouldn't make sense. But the same thing that like people move forward and then they'll be like, yeah, like it makes no sense, right? They laugh at Bitcoin maxis for like staying very mind limited in this way, or like pointing what I just said. But then when I introduced the XRP potential there for the pump, lots of people just hated it because they were programmed to hate it, and they refused to see the opportunity. And I just think that it's the same type of thinking pretty much. Anyways, let's jump on to Pepe.
I don't think you can find a better looking setup than this right here, bro. I don't think it's out there, honestly, especially with ETH starting to pump. You can't show me a better looking chart. This
Max,
is the alpha. Yeah.
Can you actually put next chart to it, like a next chart,
yeah,
in a separate window, but like down to it, right? Yeah, this one. Below it.
Oh, below it. Okay.
Below.
Do you want a separate chart or just like the same time?
No, what you just did.
Okay.
The second layout or whatever. And I want you to put actually, because I think there's a alpha in the Coinbase listing, put XRP USD from Coinbase there on the daily time frame, or like 3D would do too. And you would see the range there and how it behaves after. And I think we are sort of like when you had the first pump from the lows in July. I think Pepe is right at that point.
Yeah, like, are you saying we just did this here?
Yes.
Yeah.
But different time frame.
Yeah, but the time frames don't matter. These fractals play all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So like it's gonna happen sooner than for XRP. But like you establish a coin, you run the range, you run the lows, you reclaim it, and now you just be patient for the pump.
Wow. Yep. Yep.
Good.
I mean, this is alpha, man. This is alpha.
Yeah, it's slightly different. I wonder if there's another Coinbase chart we could compare it to.
I'm sure there is. We'd have to go through it though.
Yeah.
It's slightly different with the listing, but if you disregard the listing and imagine that, like, for example, Coinbase listed it in October, right, instead of July, then it's pretty much the same.
Yeah. It's never exact, but it's the spirit of it is what we're looking to capture, which is just anybody that's sold below the Coinbase listing price. Cooked, man. Cooked.
Yeah.
Give me.
Look at that candle at the bottom, though. Currently opening. Ooh. Imagine fading 7-year range on the first month's breakout.
That's I don't even understand how someone could do that. I don't.
So much higher.
It's PTSD, boys. It's PTSD.
For real.
Sell every pump.
It's crazy, bro. It looks so good.
I was reading some of these comments. Jack is the greatest trader in Malaysia.
In Asia?
In
Or
Malaysia.
What do these guys have with the Asia, man, with me?
Jack is from Thailand. Remember that?
From India, I remember.
Oh yeah, Don't do that. Don't do that voice, please.
People demand it.
No, Jack is.
Listen, every single stream, people are like, do the Indian voice.
B5 Pro Fandy's looking good, Max.
Yes, it is. Fee-fi-fo Fandy.
See?
Why would you,
dude? A lot of alts looking really good after pulling back.
why would you, as a man, fade this chart? It's insane. It's insane to me, bro. People are gonna fade this. Look at it. Look at the charts, bro. We're getting ready, man. All the hard work. It's time to sit back and enjoy.
You pulled, or you just got Andy from when it got listed, when Pepe got listed. I like that.
Exactly.
When Andy Coinbase listing.
Yeah,
dude, I had a dream that Andy got listed on Coinbase.
No, you didn't.
Wow.
Oh
I swear I did. No, I swear I did.
I think this could happen end of the cycle when Andy is like 2 billions plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe.
I could see it, man. And I tweeted this out last night, and I read it over again in our Discord call this morning. Pepe is going to go to multiple decabillions this cycle, and it's going to join the ranks. Decabillions. It's going to join the ranks of Doge and SHIB because of what it goes on to do this cycle. Most of the memes that are around that are new right now are going to zero after this cycle. They're just hype based. There's no lasting speculative bid. Pepe will go on to be a multi-cycle meme coin, just like Doge and SHIB. And because of what Pepe does, there is going to be a lasting speculative bid on the Boys Club because Pepe has confirmed beta at this point. Okay. So what's not priced into the Boys Club is the fact that Andy, Wolf, and Brett are always going to have a speculative bid because of Pepe. And these are all multi-cycle plays, and that is not priced in yet. Most people are willing to accept, hey, the meme coins that I'm in right now won't be around for more than one cycle. What they have not priced in yet is the fact that these are actually multi-cycle plays because of what Pepe is going to be doing here. So that's not priced in yet. And it's going to be very, very soon. People are going to start waking up to that.
Much later in the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You need to be front running people's narratives. It's like, you know that at some point people will start betting on BTC ETFs. Like that has already happened, right? But like, that was going to come. So what you do, you front run people betting on the ETFs. And when they start betting on it, it's usually too late. Or like not too late in the grand scheme of things, but like locally at least. So you want to be front running or trying to anticipate what people will be speculating on. And for example, right now, we can stock the whole space that we are speculating that when normies comes, they will see all these memes and they will be bidding them all. And there's going to be a huge liquidity inflow of people trying to speculate on memes and trying to justify their existence. You'll see everywhere how majority are trying to convince you that memes this cycle is something different. They are a real thing. They create communities. And when they start to believe that it's different this time, that's kind of when the top is going to come. And that's much further from now.
Jackus, I've seen some funny tweets about Pepe to $1, Pepe to $0.01. So those people are back, by the way.
I love that, by the way. That's so
Back.
important.
I know we need that. We need that. That's bullish for now.
Yeah.
The normie must truly believe that Pepe is going to $1.
Mm-hmm.
And they will. Because the normie mind cannot understand what market cap is.
No.
It doesn't work like that. The normie mind cannot comprehend.
Is that Wolf down there?
It sure is.
I mean, just pristine beta.
Imagine, that you can buy a meme coin called Doge that's at 40 cents. That's going to $1. Where you can buy Pepe that's at, 1/10,000th of dollar or something that is going to $1. Like you can buy million times more of Pepe than you can buy Doge, and those are going to $1.
Yep. That's the normie.
That's the
All right,
normie.
wait, hold up. So somebody, Liza thinks that Pepe is going to a penny. What would that be? What would that be in market cap?
That would be
If
like
Pepe went to a penny,
10,000%.
what would that be? 0.01?
Wait, I'll try to put it on log.
What would that be? What would a penny be?
1 penny?
Yeah, 1 penny.
That's 51,000% from here. So that's 500x from current market cap.
Send it.
If
So
it's
wait.
1 billion, that's 4 trillion market cap.
It's 10 bill right now. Yeah.
Oh, it's 10 bill. Well, then it's 5 trillion market cap. So currently BTC market cap is 2 trillion. So 1 penny would be 2.5 what BTC is right now.
5
market
trill market cap for Pepe. Fathom. I mean, dude, I told my buddies who bought Pepe the other day, I was like, yeah, you guys know this is like 10 bill, right? And he's like, excuse me. How is this thing $10 billion market cap?
No worries. There are people who think the same for XRP. They think that it's going to thousands of dollars.
589 is like the big normie target.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Brad Garlinghouse, he only follows 589 people. Okay. Great. Send it.
Wait, does he really?
Yeah.
You joking?
No, go to his Twitter right now.
I never noticed that, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna pump it way more, but not to 589.
No.
Give me $20. That's a great trade.
Oh, he truly does.
Yeah. I wasn't making it up.
Is it like a late thing, or was it like for a long time?
Wait, there it is. Unreal. Audit the auditors.
Are they making you as the private company?
That'd be so great.
It would probably function way better.
Let's talk about this, Jackus. You got your greedy DXY level, Jackus.
Jakis gets what he wants.
Greedy Jackus. He got his trap. The trap has been set. Dollar milkshake boys are in shambles.
Look at that reaction from the level. It's magic. TA is just random.
It doesn't work. No, it doesn't work.
No. I mean, trading the U-line make bounds, but
But I mean, it is interesting to see how every cycle so far as Bitcoin is about to go parabolic. You get one final like DXY bull trap, and then it just nukes. This is the level it should nuke from, right up in here.
Yeah.
Even Greedy Jackus, who wanted 108 and he got it, even Greedy Jackus is now a doomer on DXY. That's when you know. That's when you know.
This is an interesting comment, though. It's like you can subsidize it, the ticker, with anything. And that's how people think each cycle. Like when I say certain targets, what I think is possible for the cycle, again, I'll be playing it level to level. But if you say it, there's just so much denial right now. This is not how cycle tops look like. Lots of people think there are certain price levels that just are impossible due to market cap issues. They are simply not going to happen. But people underestimate how high things can go in a bull market and how absurd Ponzi's can get. For how long?
We have another hot take from Shine, Jackus.
Oh, wait, what?
Another hot take.
I couldn't disagree more, bro.
I know. Same.
Yeah, to me, it's like both will do well, and it's only a question what goes first. And I think that memes, due to their speculative nature, will likely overshoot higher by the end, likely.
Yeah, no doubt.
If I were to bet, I would like think that utility goes first, like in a big degree, and then you see one of the largest speculative bubble by the end. But this could be vice versa, and you just want to be positioned in both.
Yeah, I think it is dangerous to be all in on utility. I mean, you have seen some nice bounce back though, right? Like at least my little utility list is kind of
It's
big
called-
green for the last week. It's called mean reversion.
It's called a dead cat bounce, is what it is.
We also want them to go up because we need, like I've said this before, we need people to believe in the tech again beyond memes. They need to believe that Ondo will legitimately be BlackRock's RWA pick this side. They need to believe that Say is going to change the world. Like these things need to be believed. Right?
That's true. That's true.
But
what do you think of? So I think that the reason utility just done so poorly, and I was saying that, is that there was the crypto regulation problem all over the world and mainly in the US over the past years, and the SEC, the way it battled anything in crypto, But now with the new administration setting in pro crypto, regulatory clarity and so forth, and bringing in utility, and CZ also saying pretty much like, let's build actual stuff.
Mhm.
What do you guys think this changes?
I think it'll be easier for these, quote unquote utility projects to bid, right? Like you'll probably have more of them bid. I mean, more of them exist now than they did last cycle anyway. But again, like I think, you need people to take what you said, right? In that, oh, there's regulatory clarity now. These utilities are going to go insane. Like, you need that belief in them. I think you're just going to get outperformed by memes the whole time, though, right? Because this whole generations, the Zoomers are just bidding memes. They just love it. They can't get enough of it. And, it's like our generation and then the generation below that is going to be kind of driving this crypto train for the next 5 to 10 years. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think select, like somebody said in the comments, like select utility will do well, right? Like I think you're gonna have to be more targeted in utility than you will with memes. I think at some point, probably in Q1, you're gonna be able to throw a dart at memes and just make a 10x pretty quickly.
I
But
think so.
yeah, I think utility you're gonna have to be a little more specific and targeted. But
I think that this cycle is like, for memes at least, it's that the market is picking up the winners, and it's more going to be like sectors, like for example what Max said, that you will have the whole boys club, and then you might have different types of very connected meme coins. It will have to be like the whole pack, and I think that lone meme coins will have a hard time, and you'll kind of end up with legacy memes with few family members around them. And that's what this cycle is going to pick. It's going to pick the winners, and those will stay for the next ones. But I do think that, and this is going to truly be the best meme cycle of all. But from this moment forward, or like for after this cycle forward, the rotation is going to be back to utility and actually use case.
But it's like most utility is kind of a meme, and that's the
It
thing.
is right now.
mm-hmm.
But
It won't
stocks
always
were
be
meme.
that way. I think crypto, I've always said this, like crypto is, I think, in 1998 right now. And everybody's just going to start speculating wildly on
No,
what
Max.
the crypto
Crypto,
version of Amazon,
cryp-
Apple, Google, and
crypto
Nvidia
is in Great Depression.
is.
It's not in 1990. It's in 1929. And everyone thinks that stocks are meme. Like back then, people saw that stocks were, nobody trusted anything stock related. All people wanted to buy was government bonds and commodities. Nobody wanted to buy stocks. Stocks were treated as memes, just like crypto is right now. Nobody believed in, like, when I say utility right now, nobody believes that. People back then didn't believe stocks were doing anything, or like worth holding, or like they thought it's all scam. The same thing people think now. And I see these shit, happening over and over again in through history. So I think we are kind of there. Because this market, it's just got introduced. It's really a completely new sector, of assets. Doesn't matter if people do not right now understand it too well. The stock portfolios, the way people should view stocks and treat them, was really built over the past 100 years. Like, revenue bring in, and so forth. But again, you can read so many books out there from back then, and it's really not much different from how it is now.
I would agree with you. I mean, let's look at it, right? So you think we're in the this is
You'd have to
crazy.
go way back, yeah. I mean, it's not even on the chart. You think we're post? You said we're post Great Depression, Jackus.
Yeah, but mainly in a way how people persevere the whole space.
Mm.
If you really read how people viewed stocks back then, they don't view it the way they view it nowadays. Most people trust stocks nowadays. They understand it's real thing. They understand the value of it. They passively invest, and they would tell you that yes, stocks are very safe. But back then, after Great Depression, like the way people treated it in prior to Great Depression was just people gambling, pushing it up, and then the way the perception was after it was really like today it is towards crypto. Like nobody believed it, and everyone thought it's just Ponzi, basically.
Like this, Jackus? You think this is it?
Possibly. I do not view it too much as a like price wise, but what I'm trying to say is that we have a completely new asset class that is yet to bring lots of solutions along the way. Obviously, lots of projects will just die, probably 99% of them, but new ones will be arising and some will stick. And essentially, the whole perception will be changing over the course of next 20, 30, 50 years. Like lots of young guys are the Buffetts of tomorrow.
And his name was Chef Jackus.
Probably not.
I don't know. Thank you for the super chat. Max, on yesterday's stream, you said crypto projects giving you more than 12% yield collapses. What do you think about BitTensor and their yield structure? I have no idea. Could you tell me? Could you just write up quick in the comments like what it is? I've never looked at it.
It's just a staking thing. I don't know what the yield is now. I think it's double digits, but
It's 9.5%, I think. No.
okay.
Sorry, no.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either right now.
I've never looked at it.
Yeah, I think it's like slightly above 10%, maybe.
The thing is with yields and with new coins, I think that's totally fair and normal because like when coins launch, they can even have like 10,000% APY. And people would say it's a scam, but when it launches, it's because they want to incentivize people to buy and stake very early, and they provide the yield from newly issued tokens. But as time goes and it adopts basically new people onto the chain, the yield should be going down as more people enter, basically, right? As you end up with lots of people in, and it basically is kind of like a risk-free, but then the yield is like 2-3%, basically what it is for ETH nowadays.
Yeah, I typically just stay away from the yield. Like, here's the thing: in a bull market, it is sustainable because there's so much froth.
Mm-hmm.
When everything is appreciating, when the underlying collateral or principal of whatever is appreciating, the yield is sustainable. When you're in a pullback, it's not. So again, I would argue that anything that's more than 200 basis points above what Uncle Sam can afford to pay is not long term sustainable, even if right now it is. So
I mean,
Yeah.
I think for the next 6 months you should be somewhat okay though if they're giving crazy yield,
Yeah.
but
I think yield is or like it's totally fine going into it, but I hate lockup periods. Whenever I see like a 30-day lockup period is too much for me. I could go with 5 days, but even that can be long sometimes, as we have seen during Luna, right? And Luna had like 25, I think. So people that were still in, they just couldn't do anything.
yeah, you do not want to be locked up when it comes time to find the door. You definitely do not.
Yeah,
Definitely not. Thank you, the push code. Very generous. Thank you for the super chat. Looks like you had a question below. Guys, love the show. What's your thoughts on Aero? I'll look at it. I don't know.
Aerodrome, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's a base token. You
BB
might
is
want
the
to
new Berkshire Hathaway, says Emerald. Well, we do have a hedge fund that launched this year, and we are running it up nicely. And in 30 years, it could be pretty big, and you could be in pretty early. So maybe think about it, guys.
I don't hate how this chart looks. It's a little choppy. Yeah, I would probably just want to see all these lows hold, right? It's like demand.
There's a wrapped ETH chart that's a little better. Yeah, that one's good. The other one has more volume, but it's the same chart. But
It doesn't look like the
actually,
same
no,
chart.
it's not.
No, it
No, it's
doesn't. It's not the same chart.
Go to the other one, wrapped ETH, but the other one. I think the bottom one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, this is it.
That's it. That's it.
I mean, I'm inclined to think that this is just mega demand right here. Like all this accumulation. I'd say just like this is the most important level on the chart right here. I don't think it looks bad.
Isn't Louis in?
Yeah, Louis likes it.
This thing's pretty good. Looks
I'd say just
ready
hold these lines right here. Looks pretty good. Maybe you get a little, something like this. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good actually. Yeah, this is kind of true. Max is balls deep in memes. Man doesn't care about utility. For utility, we have Bitcoin. That's true.
That's true.
He's not wrong. It's true. Tucker, I'm gonna put
No
your chart
worries.
back up.
No worries. After the cycle, you'll have it, guys. If you played well with us. He was speaking about the font entrance.
Yeah.
Bitcoin trading real nice. It's really all you need to see. Need to see it back above 97 to look for that. Probably. But this was beautiful. Right off the little VWAP cloud. We love to see it. I think it's the quarterly. Yeah.
Yesterday on the show, I said one more sweep of the lower time frame low, 91K. and then higher up we go.
Wait,
Jack,
you want
it
to
went
see
to
it sweep?
90. It went to 90.8. You were
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah. Wait.
I'll get
Wait.
back.
Are you saying we're gonna sweep this now, or we did?
No, we did yesterday. I was saying on the show because we had that other low placed in,
Yeah,
and
we
we
had
were
this
on the
low.
bounce.
Yeah. So you said we were gonna sweep this low right there.
If you check the timing on that bounce, if you zoom in on hourly, we were on the bounce on the show.
Yeah. Beauty. Sweep, bounced off the cloud. Look at that too. Smacked. Golden pocket boys. Not in shambles.
They
Not
will
in
be.
shambles.
They will
Big
be.
Tech,
They
maybe
will
you wanna address Mike T comment?
Mhm.
It's like,
What's the 50K. What's the management fee? You need to send us an email, brother. These are email questions, but it's 2 and 20 management fee, which is actually pretty under market for crypto. What else did he say? Yeah, 50K is technically the minimum, but we really would like 100 if I'm being honest. So it is what it is. But yeah, email us, bro. When
Jikis, what do
crypto
you think
payments.
about
Sorry, go ahead.
Jikis, what do you think about equities and topping in December 2024? I do not think they'll be topping soon, but you basically just follow the chart and stay bullish as long as the market is. I think they are looking pretty good still, but yeah, at some point the pause will come at least. But I think they are looking pretty good overall.
Here, let's talk about this. What do you think about a possible NFT bull run at the very end of the cycle? I think it's going to be more like Bitcoin ordinals, honestly, at this
Mhm.
point. I feel like ETH NFTs they got a while to go, but I feel like you're going to see a big rotation into Bitcoin puppets, honestly. And yes, I'm shilling my bags, and I only own a couple, but I feel like it's going to be Bitcoin ordinals. I feel like ETH NFTs, they had their place last cycle. I don't know. I could be wrong on that too. Like it could happen, but I mean, it probably will, right? People just bid everything, but I think that's more of like a halfway through next year kind of thing, personally.
Yeah, I think let's see. This guy. I think this will be the bid. Study it,
Yeah.
observe it, and respect it. Yeah, I think NFTs on Bitcoin are they're just better. They're just simply better. And look at this guy. I mean, come on now.
Tucker, what would you
Isn't
sell
it-
him for?
10 Bitcoin, you can have him right now.
10 Bitcoin, take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. Yeah, that's a grail right there. We got a Bitcoin shirt and a whiff hat. Come on now, guys. Come on now. That's unreal value. Okay. 10 Bitcoin right now is about 950K. That's real value. Deep value, even, one could argue.
What about NFTs on Sol?
I mean, I haven't actually looked at any real soul connections in our NFT collections in a while. I know they were hot. They got hot last Q1. Let me see. I haven't looked at any of those projects since. Let's see. Yeah, the Retardio cousins are pretty popping. Yeah, oh my god, they've been wrecked. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, Tensorians destroyed 6 soul. Oh my gosh.
But Soul's
Claynosaurs and
gone up.
Madlands.
Soul's
Yeah,
gone up
Soul's
though,
gone
right?
up. Yeah, so 6 soul, so 1.5K. Those things were like 6, 7, 8K in Q1 though. So I don't know if you get a resurgence in these collections or you get new collections but either way, we're gonna get like a soul eco season again, I think. I mean, they're gonna drop their new phone sometime in Q1, I think. So yeah.
You gonna buy
Soul
it?
looks actually pretty good.
Oh, I pre-ordered it, brother. Come on now. I pre-ordered it in March. Of
Of
course.
course.
Yeah.
Bonk V2 incoming.
Let's talk about the Thanksgiving Day dump, guys. Did we already have the red Thanksgiving? Was that already kind of front ran?
Yes.
Well,
Next question.
we hope. We
So
hope.
don't waste my time. Yes.
Bitcoin dropped 8%, 8.87%. So, I mean, what's typical on a Thanksgiving? We looked at it the other day, didn't we? Delete everything. I think it's just a Thanksgiving week thing. I think it's a literal Thanksgiving Day thing. I could be wrong. November 20 something, Thursday the 26th. Yeah, wow. That was a Thanksgiving Day right there. Okay. And we pulled back quite a bit. We pulled back 16% in a day, basically, in 2020. Quick recovery. I mean, I actually look at the structure of this. It looks kind of similar. I wonder if I can get all the way back there. Where am I? There we are.
You can, even on H4.
I mean, let's put it next to it.
So many people waited for 14K retest back then. So many. You guys have no idea. You would hear it everywhere. Nobody wanted to buy. Everyone's still sidelined after COVID.
Okay, so this is what we're working with. Do we think we had this move already? I mean, this was what happened here? Something.
Thanksgiving.
I mean, okay, so Thanksgiving pretty much bottomed it though, from what I can tell. Well,
I think it was actually on the 24th.
The 25th it really started, but it bottomed on
Okay,
Thanksgiving.
no, it was the 26th. Yeah.
Yeah, it bottomed on Thanksgiving. So
I mean, it kind of looks similar, right? I would be inclined to think yes, it is bottomed.
yeah.
Just think it's like, where else is Bitcoin going to go from here? Right. I know there's a CME gap down below, but every cycle there's always a CME gap that just like net doesn't get filled until the bear market. I think we already had that.
Mhm.
We retested the level Jack has showed us, which is really all we needed.
I mean,
Where
I
else
think
are we
it's
gonna
pretty
go?
clear. It's pretty clear that this is like this, right? I'm pretty sure. And then like you could argue you had this already. You kind of got your elevator down. Maybe you're in here. Either way, you kind of cheated still. Didn't run till December 11th.
By the way, guys, some of you might think that Andy might be too late. Like, for example, Vegeta from Twitter, some of you guys know him. He didn't even really know, and he's just getting into Andy right now after I showed him all the stuff today. And
Doing the Lord's work, Jack. You're doing good work.
Yeah, but like he has been following me for a while, and he's probably following you too, Max. And he wasn't in it, and it took just one friend to really explain him the game, and he is in. And there is so many people and market participants out there like that who who just will get the strategy, but way later. You are front running people who will just get that along the way.
I mean, here's the here's the premise, right? This is the theme, all right? It just doesn't matter. It just simply doesn't matter. We're just going higher. Look at this. What was this, man? I don't really love comparing low time frame stuff to 2017 because it was so illiquid and terrible, but yeah, either way, the trend is up, boys. The trend is up. Either way, you're like right here. So, everybody calm down.
Calm your tits.
Yes, Jackus. Yes. Yeah. I don't think you've gotten here yet. I don't think you've completed this.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
You're like,
How much higher was this too? That was a 2x. We got 2x above all-time highs before we corrected. All right, what am I doing? Let me get rid of this. I mean, what would a 2x be? 150? I'll just take it from here, yeah. 118% it was, yeah. Give me 150 before a big correction. So, yeah.
by the way, Max, he said, is it possible? I need a futures chart. I wanted to long this on 2x leverage. Give me a futures chart.
Yeah, he can buy Wolf then, which is 2x Andy.
True.
There's futures coming. I'm just waiting for the right time, I've been told. So rumor has it. There's some exchanges that are ready to list Andy on futures. But I'm not so sure that the whales are ready for that yet. But they will be soon. But like, why do you need to trade beta of beta on leverage when
you have a gambling problem? That's why.
Why are you asking crypto native this question?
I know. It's like, so Pepe is 3 times ETH leverage, but spot. Andy is 3 times Pepe,
so that makes
leverage,
it 9.
but spot. Wolf is like 2 times Andy leveraged spot.
18x
makes it 18x.
So I'm like, why? Like, why are you doing that to yourself? Like, why do you need?
Because
more
he
than
needs
that?
50x.
I just don't.
ETF one.
Kathy Wood is going to make a boys club ETF. I mean, if you want to invest in a boys club ETF, just invest in BB Wealth Management, low key. So.
Low key. All right, guys. Want to look at anything else?
Just give me entry, stop loss, TP, and the exact date it will all happen on, and then I'm good.
Fill out this form, please. Unreal. God, the parabola.
Someone says, did Max make 700x on Andy? Brother, I haven't made anything. I haven't sold. I've made 0x on Andy. I have made precisely 0x on it. Actually, I think I'm negative because I've given so much money to help get this thing going. I'm definitely in the whole 6 figures plus on this project. I have a big bag of it, but yeah, I think I'm probably one of the biggest losers of Andy, honestly, from like an actual dollars in, dollars out, because of how much that I've donated for listings and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, I probably will make a 700x on Andy or more at some point, but that's a long ways from now.
Just trying to draw parabolas, you know.
Parabola.
It's so difficult.
You don't use the COVID wick. Use the bottom.
Tucker, what are you doing,
There.
bro? Use the
Look,
bottom,
it's on
bro.
the body. It's on the body, bro. It's on the body. Chill.
No. You use the let it go through the COVID wick and use the bottom of the cycle. Yeah.
Maybe make it work. Maybe. The tool is not perfect, but
Oh, blaming the tool. Maybe it's the
Yeah.
artist, not the
the
paintbrush.
devs at trading you need to do something. Yeah. I mean, there it is. Good enough for me. Study.
Well, so what does it show? Are you telling me BTC to 3 millions or something?
I don't know, Jackus. I don't know.
Dude, it is going to be a crazy December through March, guys. It is going to
Mhm.
be crazy. ETH is screaming at you right now. ETH is screaming at you.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, here's what we're going to do. So we're going to wrap up. Oh my gosh, that's close. We're going to wrap up the show right now. Tucker, I don't know why you're so blurry, bro. You got that bad Wi-Fi. You got that
Blurry. I'm not
dial up,
blurry.
bro. You got that
I'm not blurry
5
on mine.
megabytes per second, bro.
I'm not blurry on mine.
Really?
Oh,
It's
no.
super blurry. Guys, we're going to call the show here. I am not going to tell you about our premium products today, but what I am going to tell you is that we have a Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale coming up next week. All right. So you can sign up now or you can wait, and we're going to be offering so there's two different options. There's going to be a yearly subscription at a discount if you pay all up front. And there's also going to be a lifetime if you are looking for a tax write-off coming into the end of the year and you want to expense this as part of your, I guess, your business or whatever, you can get a lifetime sub as well for all of our products, BB Terminal, Discord, Telegram, anything that we do in the future, lifetime. All right, lifetime. So two different options coming up on Monday. So I guess I'm not gonna say sign up for our stuff today. You can if you want, but also if you're looking for the yearly or lifetime option, that will be available next week. All right. And here's the thing. We have a product which is Jackus's newsletter, which is $15 per month. And it's not as like comprehensive as the Discord because it's once a week, but it is tremendous value for $15 per month. So like you get to basically see like a weekly summary of everything. And it's 15 a month. So I would start with that. But I mean, I can't lower the Discord and terminal, bro. It's a whole production. It's the meat and potatoes and the gravy, and it is really good value. But I would sign up for Jackus's newsletter if you're looking for something that is true alpha, but not as expensive. So, all right, guys. Again, Cyber Month. What were you gonna say, Jackus?
The Jackus newsletter is the gateway to BB Discord.
It's a gateway drug. You'll be hooked on it, and then you'll sign up for the Discord. Here's the thing: is like it is like the Discord's expensive, and terminal like package it's expensive, but like you're gonna make your money back. There's a reason that we have the community that we have, and we have the member retention that we have. So it's like if you think of it as like, oh, I'm just like forking over this money, then yeah, it's expensive. But if you view it as an investment and you evaluate it and say, hey, am I going to make more money this cycle paying that per month or not? You'll be able to justify it, even though it's expensive. So you just you have to view it like that. You have to view it like that. And there's a reason that we have over an 80% member retention for the lifetime of BB. It's not because people are losing money from it. Let's put it that way. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Before you go, please consider liking the stream and also subscribing if you are new here. And again, running some big promotions on Monday. So definitely be sure to check that out. But yeah, guys, thanks for being here. And just a reminder, actually, we're going to be off tomorrow and Friday for Thanksgiving. U.S. holiday in Burgerville. So everybody have a great extended weekend, and we will see you guys on Monday. Everybody take care.